What is going on, everyone? The weather here in Krakow is starting to warm up. The snow is still kind of lingering, but it's so nice this sunny Saturday morning. Temperatures on the rise, feeling good. I wanted to talk about a potential new mini course I'm developing, and I just wanted to kind of put it out into the ether, speak it into existence, and perhaps allow you guys to kind of hear about what I'm working on, and maybe you have your own thoughts and comments and feedback on the idea. It's very simple, really. It's I'm thinking about putting together an ebook, and it'll be focused on developing discipline over a 30-day period. These are all thoughts, these are all ideas, they may shift. I'm just putting it out there. For some of you, you may know that I'm doing, I'm off coffee, off sugar. I'm doing nofap. I'm getting up earlier, and I am spending most of the day not eating. So getting rid of some of that lockdown excess chub. And though it can be a bit of a struggle at times, sometimes, weaning yourself off caffeine when you've been drinking a lot of caffeine can be painful. You can go through moments of low mood and even feeling a bit depressed and things like that. But overall, when you come through it, the results are really tremendous. You just feel so much better through the day when you cut out a lot of these vices, a lot of these stimulants, these things that in the short term feel great. They seem like they're really adding to our lives, but actually they are, in a way, taking away in many ways. And I wanted to put together a more formal, more structured course that people can follow, including myself. Like, literally, as with every video I share, everything I create, it's always really in answer to the things that I need in my life, and the things and emphasizing and accumulating on and building on the things that have worked for me in my life. And I found that whenever I have kind of got into a frame of bringing more discipline into my life and cutting out the vices and focusing on good habits and cutting out bad habits, that has been really life-changing whenever it's lasted long enough to experience the benefits. For example, obviously I've seen benefits here and there, but I've often sort of fell back into bad habits. That's just been the way I've done things. It's obviously not ideal, but I sort of fall in and out of good habits and fall back into bad habits. And I wanted to create a system for myself that you guys can join me on. I always talk about you guys joining me, and there's only so much you guys can do to join me through videos. I think it might be really powerful to have you guys join me via a official course that we can kind of communicate with each other via, reference to this course, and help each other out develop really strong discipline through the month. I think back to, I don't know if you guys have followed Victor Pride and his monk mode. He had an ebook out. Basically, it was 30 days of adhering to various disciplines through the 30 days, including stretching, meditation, not eating any gluten, carbs, not watching any TV, that kind of stuff. And I found that really, really, really valuable as a course. I found that was one of the most productive months I'd ever had. I felt better than I ever had. Lots of breakthroughs and transformations, and good things happened to me in that month. I was living in Georgia and just felt, all my anxiety was pretty much eradicated, and I felt better, even though it was a bit of a stress to push through some of the pain points at the beginning. But I wanted to create something similar. I know that Victor Pride's kind of floated away. He's doing his own stuff in different areas. I think he's taken that course off the web. But I wanted to recreate something like that, including some more of my own, the things that have worked for me that I want to add to the course, including things like breath work, and a little bit of a twist on the monk mode approach. Certainly nofap will be an element of that. So it'll be mostly aimed at men, but of course women can join in with the course as well. I'm thinking about making the course in its fullest kind of manifestation, really like pretty elite level discipline. So we're talking about cutting out, smoking, alcohol, the full gamut. And I think what I will do is allow participants in the course to either go the full warrior beast mode approach, which is to follow the course to a T, but you're of course able to do the course at a slightly lower tier if you want to kind of ease your way into it. So for example, do 30 days on a kind of lower level tier, whereby you're taking on some of the good habits, you're cutting out some of the bad habits, but you're not sticking to the course full on, which is obviously recommended. But it might be easier for some of you, especially if you're weaning yourself off certain vices that could prove to be very challenging. It might be better to sort of take a step-by-step approach, which is also available through this system. But I think it would be really valuable for a lot of us to have something that we can stick to, knowing that other people like us, like-minded people, like-minded men, are also doing the same course. And we can communicate with each other through a Facebook group, for example, and hold each other accountable. But I found that there's a lot of power in having an actual system, a course, and you can kind of challenge yourself. There's a lot of joy to be had by saying, okay, let me try this for 30 days. Let's see if I can stick to this. Let's test myself. And the outcome was and can be very, very effective, rather than just sort of you relying on yourself to, be a good boy and stick to some good habits. To have this external guidance system in place can be really big. So I want to at least entertain the idea of creating this. It'll be an ebook. I might add a video component to it over time, whatever. I'm thinking it's going to be about $39. And the payment aspect, I think, is important, because if you put payment down for something, you are seeing that investment as a representation of your commitment to doing it. If you didn't have any money in the game, you don't have any skin in the game. So I want to have a financial component to it, and obviously I want to make a bit of money from it as well. But more than anything else, I want you guys to join me on enjoying and having a system in place that helps us experience the real edges of our potential. When we cut out the things that aren't good for us and we do more of the things that are good for us, and we have accountability in play, and we're supporting each other as a community, there's so much good that can come out of that. So I want to encourage you guys to share down below in the comments whether you have any ideas on the kinds of things that I might want to include in this that have been really helpful for you. Let me know if there's anything else out there in the web. I'm sure there are tons of things out there that are similar to this, that you might want to bring my attention to, so I can just see what's out there and see how I can differentiate myself and see how we can make a really good product together. And let me know, just what you think of the idea, and whether it's the kind of thing that you might want to join me on. Again, it's not going to be very expensive. There's going to be a little bit of investment down, but there's also going to be a community aspect to it. And I'm thinking of making this, it's going to be something like, elite discipline for 30 days. Warrior level discipline. It's not going to complete the course in its fullest will require a lot of you, but the results and how you feel, the transformation that's going to come from this is going to be extremely, extremely powerful. That could be life-changing, and I really want to bring this into the world. And again, I'm doing this really for me as well. I want to test this out on myself. But just putting this out there, I think it'll be a really, good component of the full gamut of everything I do. I'm working on, right now, there's actually a course available for men where we get together and we work through speaking anxiety, and it's a sort of a group workshop. It's called Intuit, INTUIT. It's a kind of public speaking course. A few of us get together live on Zoom, and we kind of ease ourselves into various exercises that help us get out of our heads and back into our bodies and feeling good, feeling creative. So that's also on the cards. That's happening. I've released that. I'm launching that right now. But I thought that Intuit would be I thought that the new course about developing disciplines, good habits, would be a really good complement to the other things that I'm doing, including my own coaching, as well as the Intuit course. Anyway, that's enough from me on this. I just wanted to put this out into the ether. I may not continue with this idea, but I'm very much leaning in the direction of doing this. It sits very well with me. This is, there are lots of ideas that pass through me every day, every week, and some of them don't make it. This one's feeling good because I can see how helpful this is going to be for me and you guys. Just to have this thing, this challenge that we're all contributing, all a part of, and if we really adhere to it, the benefits are going to be insane. So stay posted on this. I'll be sharing updates on the development of this course and other classes and projects I'm working on. And I'll let you get on with your day. This is Alex signing out from Krakow, Poland. Do like this video if you liked it. As always, subscribe if you want to hear more from me, and I will be seeing you soon.